Hello everyone! Welcome to this new series of videos. In this series of videos, I will show you how to use CODESYS for programming industrial controllers, PLCs, and IPCs. If you are interested in learning industrial programming, this is your channel. We will cover from beginner, intermediate, to advanced level. All the software used will be free. All you need is your enthusiasm and ambition to learn. Let's start by downloading the software of CODESYS. On Google, type CODESYS. On the download page, be sure you are in CODESYS Store. The website keeps updating, so you may find it a bit different. Choose CODESYS last version, now is 3.5. You may find newer version, just download it. CODESYS is making updates, just be sure you have the latest version. Depending on your operating system, choose 64-bit or 32-bit. If you already have an account, simply log in. If not, you can create a new account by filling out the form and submitting it. You will then receive a confirmation email. If you don't see it in your inbox, please check your spam or junk folder. Once you confirm your account, you can log in and download the CODESYS IDE from the store. Choose either the 64-bit or 32-bit version, depending on your operating system. Once it's downloaded, you can start the installation. It's straightforward. The installation will take a few minutes depending on your hardware, so just be patient and follow the steps. I will speed up the video, but just don't miss the steps and go until the end. While waiting for installation and program to load, I will explain you something. Many people ask me, why CODESYS? The answer isn't just about programming, it's about freedom. Let's break down the top advantages. First, the hardware. Traditional PLCs force you to use their brand. With CODESYS, you write your code once. You can then deploy that same code to over 600 different device manufacturers, from Wago and Beckhoff to Schneider Electric and IFM, or industrial PCs just like your computer can control process of a whole factory. Second, the development environment. The CODESYS IDE is a single tool that supports all 6 IEC 61131-3 languages. Need ladder logic for an electrician? Done. Structured text for complex algorithms? Easy. Sequential function chart for batch processes? No problem. Third, the soft PLC. CODESYS turns any device PC into a PLC. You can run real-time control on standard industrial PCs, embedded ARM boards, or even a Raspberry Pi. For a fraction of the cost of a proprietary PLC, you get a powerful controller. Vendor independence, 6 languages, soft PLC capability, built-in visualization, and a modern workflow. CODESYS isn't just a software, it's the operating system of automation. Installation is done. We can start CODESYS from the icon on the desktop. When it's open, choose New Project. We will be back for other option on our next video. There are different ways to start project on CODESYS. We will learn all of them in the future. For now, let's choose Standard Project. We can choose a name, First Project. A pop-up of Standard Project is shown. From here, we can choose different type of devices, where we can run our final program to be functional and operate our equipments. We will be back for all those options on our next video. For now, we choose CODESYS Win v3, and we chose Ladder for programming language type. We will choose PLC Program here. Here, we will start our journey of programming on Ladder language. And this is our IDE, Integrated Development Environment. When you open CODESYS, the left side of your screen is dominated by a panel called the device tree. At first glance, it looks like a simple folder list. But in reality, this is the nervous system of your entire automation project. At the very top is your device. For example, Device, CODESYS Control Win v3, or a specific PLC, like Wago PFC 200. Below the device, you will always find an application node. Think of this as the software brain. Inside it live your POUs, Program Organization Units, like programs, function blocks, and the all-important PLC_PRG, the main cyclic program. Next is the library manager. This is where you add pre-built functionality, like motion control, canned open communication, or PID loops. Without libraries, you'd be coding everything from scratch. PLC Prog is your blank page of code, where we will write our logic. Think of task configuration as the scheduler or orchestra conductor of your PLC. Without it, your code is just text sitting on a hard drive. With it, you tell the CPU exactly when to execute each piece of logic. In summary, the devices section is your project's blueprint. Top level, the PLC hardware. Second level, the application and libraries. In the middle, we have the page where we will put our code. Is divided into two sections. Top is where we will declare our variables or tags. Down is where we will write our code lines. On the right side of screen, we have our toolbox, where we can add tool, just drag and drop. Let's put our first line of code. We will drag and drop network, which is just new code line. Let's go to ladder elements and select contact for now. Think of it as button. Now let's drag and drop it on the first line. Then let's choose coil and think of it as lamp. Let's drag it and drop it on the new line also. Now let's give name to our variables or tag. For the contact, we will write A and hit enter, and choose Boolean variable type since it will have only two status, on or off. We will do the same for the coil. We will give it a name B, and also we choose Boolean type since it will have only two status, on or off. We can see that our variable is added automatically on the section of variables. Now we will go to Online and choose Simulation. Once it's chosen, we will see in red color in the bottom side. This is where we will deploy our program. For now, we will simulate on our computer. Later on the next video, we will show you how to deploy it on IPC and run independently. Let's start now simulation. Once it starts, you will see in the bottom side Simulation and Stop in red. Think of it as turning on the ignition of your car. Now we need to start the simulation, and you will see in the bottom side in green color. Now let's make our first simulation. You can see that both variable A and B are false. On the prepared value, we will choose true. And on the A contact, we right-click and we choose Write all the values. And you can see that immediately the coil B is turning on. On the prepared value, we will choose false, and on the A contact, we right-click and we choose Write all the values. And you can see that immediately the coil B is turning off. Think of it as you push button and the light is on. If you see that, that means your simulator is ready and all is set. That's all for this video. We will go deep in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like button. If you have questions, write me on the comments. See you on the next video.